Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Rogue Trader blind run. This is going to be hopefully the last episode of the prologue, and episode 3 can start off with a proper introduction into the actual main game. Gonna turn the volume down a bit, give me a moment, see if that's enough. Alright, so it seems like we have combat on our hands. I think I will put my main dude around here, and I will put Abelard, say he can kill these guys on the left, and then Idira can kill these guys on the right together with me, but she will be a little bit over by Abelard's side, I think. Actually, we might swap that around. Have my guy be here, and then say potentially here instead. We'll start this battle like so. Hologram. You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions in combat before taking them. Click left mouse button on any accessible cell on the battlefield to place the character's hologram there. Select an ability or single shot to see the expected outcome. The action will be displayed as if used from the hologram's location to let you access whether you have picked an effective position for the action you are planning to take. The hologram also lets you see if the enemy will be within your line of sight after you move to a selected cell. Click left mouse button again to confirm your choice and execute the selected action. Click right mouse button anywhere on the battlefield and press the left or escape key to cancel. Alright, so if I click like here and then... Oh, wait. So if I click here, example, and then shoot there. Oh, nope, now he's gonna do it. Okay, we'll figure that out. I'm gonna use my Warhammer and shoot like so, I think. Okay, I kill one. Can I run and gun and kill this other dude? Potentially. 40%, 31% with 4 bullets. I think I'll try the 41% or 31% with 4 bullets. It worked. And next up it's the Psychic's turn and the Heretic sharpshooter over there. Okay, so our main dude is somewhat okay here. Idira is a psyker as an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psyker's abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies is an operative ability which applies the exploit effect to all enemies within the operative's line of sight at the start of each of the operative's turns. The operative can also use this ability against a specific enemy to inflict several stacks of this effect. The higher the operative's intelligence bonus is, the more exploit stacks will be inflicted. Whenever the operative hits a target with an exploit applied to them, the attack deals additional damage. The amount of extra damage depends on the target number's exploit, and we already know that. Exposed weakness is an operative ability which they can use against a single enemy who is under the exploit effect. This ability reduces the enemy's dodge, parry, and armor. The amount of reduction depends on the number of active exploits on the enemy. Idira is armed with a special staff that allows a psyker to unleash psychic powers against enemies. In the future, you will encounter staves that only a psyker versed in certain discipline can use. For example, you might find a staff that lets a psyker use Inferno, but to do so they must have the Pyromancy psychic discipline learned. Makes sense. So, where can I see my analyze enemies? Right there. I guess I can only see one of them.
Was that you? Or
No, they both got analyzed. Okay, great. Deals 7 to 6 damage to the target. For warning, the psyche increases the target's dot and parry by 10%. I suppose we can throw that on Abelard, because we can still use Lightning Arc afterwards. Like so.
thing is,
Oh, okay.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Where did that say that was gonna do damage? That's worrying, and my guy is prone. That's even worse. Okay, so hopefully this can do a lot of damage and we'll be somewhat fine here.
on it. Farewell.
And indeed it kills 2 of them and the Heretic Psycho is left, but Abelard can hopefully go up and kill him. If nothing else with a charge. Okay, he can't reach. Let's just go, say, here. And let's have the charge. No line of sight, are you kidding me? Alright, let's go to the other side of that. And then charge. Target is too close, great. 1, 2. That makes no sense. And I can't reach him. Yeah, I messed that up severely. Brace for impact, I suppose. Unless my main guy can... No, he's still prone. Okay, let's move up here. And use the lightning strike. Actually, that's gonna target our main dude, Abelard as well. Skip her turn, and then just move a bit up and melee the dude. I have a lot of learning to do, it seems. Because half of the stuff I tried to do did not work. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The Navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark gel-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the 2 ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Spider still lives. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
I don't think it'll be a smart thing to approach him. There's a force field and stuff. Let's address Aderia and ask what's wrong with him.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
The Navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of his bizarre chair. It is unclear how the Navigator is able to produce human speech. I think if we ask that, he's definitely gonna say, I have no time or whatever. And are you alright? Well, that's just... Why are these my options? Alright, we'll just say our time is short to do what? Yep, he got took over by something. Suddenly the Navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can. His layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gel slits burst open, forming 2 hideous, screaming mouth-like bits. Yep.
It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Well, I kinda think of that. Your dearest scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature, yep, triumph at the sight of the Navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption. Navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out from his nose. And there is purplish swelling around the eye. Oh, he took control back.
While I still have the strength, I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation.
Is this an optional encounter, or
But it
just a
can't be done
bad idea to stay
above
here?
the helmsman's help.
The honorable option is to put him out of his misery, but then that dude might transform or whatever. Who torments you? Well, that's kind of obvious. It's something in the warp. Maybe even something very powerful. I'm a bit torn between I want to help you, putting him out of his misery, or addressing Abelard for his opinion. I think I'll ask Abelard.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find
Yeah, so his take is to leave the help or the Navigator to his pain and stuff. I can't zoom in to see the actual. Okay, he might already begin to transform, as you can see there. His arm is kind of messed up. I don't know if that's the mutant part of him though.
Pespidas, good luck. And thank you.
The Navigator does not give us a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelid, and the box at the base of the chair is bellowing out static, interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. We can interact with this, I suppose. The Navigator appears dead, only the slight movement of his chest and the twitching of his eyelids let you know that he is still... Oh my god. He's still clinging to life. Yeah, he's on his way out. Let's loot the surrounding bodies. It appears we heal fully after combat, or maybe just the start combats here. What are these? Provides void ship weapons with targeting data granting. So these are like components for my ship? So there is gonna be ship combat or whatever, maybe. Yeah, let's and a field medic. And these swords as well. This is what I have on me, right? Collect all, I suppose. Alternative weapons. In combat, a character may need to use different kinds of weapons, which can be prepared in advance. Open your inventory and prepare different weapon sets. To switch to a different weapon set in combat, press X. Swapping weapon sets in combat does not call for action, but ooh, that would have been nice to know. Because that means when I was standing right in front of that dude, I could still swap to this weapon and kill him. Or kill it. And that is still better. And so is that. And I assume that's better than... Yeah. As for that... And that's the same. Alright. There's nothing over here. Alright. Let's move up. Veil degradation. Oh, wait. Did I just disappear or no? I assume that's from the combat. Yeah, there it is. Change by 1 to 11. Okay. So I assume that is... Oh, there's more stuff to loot. That's the veil degradation mechanic they were talking about. Oh, so this is what I'm picking up, and this is what I have. Alright, I'm stupid. Oh, that was a silly moment. Let's put that on her, so she has a burst weapon as well. Let's leave down this corridor. Actually, where are we going? Make it to the meeting with the Heir. I don't assume I can interact with this. No. Turn around. Am I already getting lost? Was there an elevator? I don't think so. Oh, it must be through here, maybe? And then we can travel to a different place. Officer's deck. This might be the exact same place. Alright. And there's the elevator. So it was that way. He's gonna die. Yep. It goes.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Well, he didn't last long. Is this another companion?
Pity not your enemies.
Argenta.
Heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these men.
Oh,
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them.
oh, she's owning.
Your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
She's owning.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Hello there. The white-haired warrior turns to face you. Her dark eyes blaze. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
The seneschal's voice seems to bring the warrior out of her battle trance.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
The young woman called Argenta lowers her weapon and scans your small party with an intense gaze. Then she sets her sights on you. I think I will go for this one.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption.
Malign metaphysical force composed of psychic energy that exists in an alternate dimension known as the wall. Right.
The arch enemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Well, to do stuff.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Let's agree with Abelard and say there's no time for talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that. For now.
Argenta raises her chin proudly.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each
Oh,
and
we
every
succeeded an
heretic.
Imperium check. We rolled an 89, which we just had to roll under 100 to succeed, I suppose. What is a warrior of the Adepta Sororitas doing aboard the rogue trader ship? Your orders, I know that's not how it's supposed to be pronounced. Your orders serve the, yep, there's two words, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain, and that story deserves its own time and conversation, under more appropriate circumstances.
Very well.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Fair enough.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Assume as Tectomat is a electrician of some kind.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Sister?
Ready. May terror's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
And Terra, of course, being Earth. Alright, there is a goods thingy here. So, we got a well-maintained laser gun. And as for cargo, we got high-octane promethium canister. We got 2 carbon fiber plates. 5% of armor kit cargo. Oh, so this fills up. There's different cargo components, I assume. So this is 2% of my holy gifts cargo. 2% or 13% of my ship components, whatever that is. So let's put all that to cargo. Wait, no. Give me the gun and then give that to cargo stuff. Or maybe hip, dip, blip, and blip. Great. And then my cargo list is here. 26% of my ship components is filled with 2 of those augmented fission cores. Let's take a look at Argenta, because she might have an upgrade we can put on her with the new weapon we just got. Yep, that's the journal progressing. By the right of blood, the door to the mass deck is stuck. There must be a way to open it. Right. And here we have Argenta. She is a soldier, I assume. I should probably check. Okay, she's very dogmatic. In fact, she's so dogmatic that she's locked into the dogmatic route, and she has the path of redemption. Any momentum expenditure by the rogue trader and their allies, including heroic acts, is reduced by 20%. Ooh. So she is a soldier, yes indeed. She can grant momentum for each enemy that is either in a 5-cell radius around her or was hit by her this turn. If she hits a demon or chaos cultist, the additional amount of momentum doubles. Okay, so she's a momentum generator, and she is slightly armored, 60% dodge. Yes, indeed, there's the archetypes. Can I go into inventory again? And maybe this is a better weapon. Okay, it's not, but it is a better weapon for our dude. So we'll put that on there. And that we should now net 1 more minimum and 1 more maximum damage potential. And yes, there's her armor and her pistol as well. Should we give her a melee weapon as well? Oh, she can only have 2. Okay. Should we give her a melee weapon? I feel like that's not a bad idea if she's gonna get surrounded and stuff. I think I will. Alright, there's a dialogue we can interact with, and there's a door. And down here there's some more goods. Oh, there's probably a miss in the formation stuff. Her whole deal was being on the front line, or not on the front line, but perhaps surrounded by people to get her soldier abilities. Let's get these goods. Cache a crate of trank injectors, maglev impellers, and let's just... Okay, I guess I can't... I have to drag them over one by one? That's a bit annoying. Maybe I'm gonna learn how to do that in a more nice manner. Here we are then. This feels like combat. And indeed it is. There's some goods over there. And these are definitely... Okay. So we need Abelard or something to go to the left, and then and the rest of them focus on the right side. Can I flank them?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh, I can flank them. Somewhat. Maybe I can go over here then. I assume there's gonna be combat soon, no?
Here we go again.
Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm first, and these guys... Okay, that's a bit of a mix. He's dead. Let's put myself a little bit back. Can I move around a bit? Thank you. Argenta can go here, and Idira can go here, I think. I hope there's not grenades. There might be grenades. Actually, let's have Idira and Argenta flank this side. And let's start the battle by having Abelard go a bit more forwards, and myself go a bit more forwards, like so. And then I think we're ready. Full and partial covers gives you the opportunity to avoid enemy attacks. Full cover indicated by a skull on the shield. Reduces the hit chance by 60 and partial by 30. At the same time, the chance to hit a character behind cover may vary depending on the difficulty. Right. Some cover can be destroyed by melee attacks, area attacks, and other abilities. Destructible cover has a durability bar above it. Single shot can penetrate through any cover. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be inside the Warhammer thingy, at least in some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're only inside this dude's. I think we ought to. It's kind of unfortunate that he's going first, because I would like to get a burst inside that. And the only way to achieve that is by hoping this doesn't. Yeah, so there's even a 0% chance we hit. What's my 146, 70? It doesn't appear that there's any chance to hit him here. I think we'll take a pot shot at this dude. And we kill? Good. Let's throw in a Warhammer. We might as well try and run and gun. And we won't actually run, but we will gun. And take a pot shot at this dude over here. Okay, of course we missed that. It was only a 26. He's gonna move up, but he's gonna out of range. He's also out of range, it seems. He misses. Next it's Idira's turn. Can we... Does that little thing mean that they are inside line of sight? I hope that's what it means. Let's line of sight that, I suppose. Line of sight, 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 line of sight. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's do a little lightning arc on these two dudes. Like so. So what does this do? Why did it do damage that time? Minor psychic power, veil degradation increased by 1. Yep, I know that. But I can't see what the veil is at right now. I'm not gonna use that if it does 1 damage or something each time. At the beginning of combat, veil degradation usually starts at 0, but veil degradation each for blah 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 blah, and 1 for it decreases by 1 per each round. Okay, I'm gonna give it 1 more shot and then give it to Abelard. I think it was because the veil degradation was high that didn't work last time. He's surely gonna miss, no? Okay, he hits. Oh, it's because it's a single. He misses though. As for you, can you charge? Target is too far. What if we go here?
My place is at the fore.
And then we charge him.
Victory is imminent. One fewer.
Good. Can I oh. Oh no! More dudes. Great. More dudes. This is cover though, and I'm way too far away for anything else. Can I swap? And then take a potential pot shot at one of these guys? If I fire here, there should be a good chance that I hit some of the other guys, maybe? Okay, I do hit that guy for 40. Or 4 damage, not 40. Let's brace for impact.
I will do my duty.
Like so. I think that's Abelard's turn. They're gonna move up. But we can cleave them next turn. Probably. Potentially. Miss? Nice. Miss? Dodge, even better. Argenta's ability. Argenta is the warrior of Adeptus Auroriortas and a soldier. She's an expert with burst range weapons and weapons that deal damage in an area. Another of Argenta's strengths is her mobility in combat. Run and gun is a unique soldier ability. Using it grants the soldier extra movement points. Blah 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 blah. We know that. Revel Slaughter is a soldier ability which can be used once for each 3 enemies the soldier kills in battle. Each activation of this ability increases each soldier's ballistic skill, crit, and critical damage. The effect stacks and lasts until the combat ends. Certain types of weapons that you yeah, we know about bursts, I think. I mean, surely I want to take a potential. Okay, wow, she can attack a lot of these guys. I am gonna try that. Get 1 kill and hurt that other dude a fair bit. Let's run and gun. And try that same line again. We kill that dude. Okay, we don't. Unfortunately, we missed that other person. We should have potentially used that first. Oh well. Next up is my main dude. Let's move over to here. And then perhaps use the burst on these 2 guys. And if I focus on him, there's a higher chance to actually hit him.
I will not be deterred.
And I just miss. Great. Let's try a proper single shot then instead. On... That's 20%, that's 12%. That's out of range. Okay, let's just take a shot at him. Youch. Let's move up with you and use that on you 2 guys.
What is this foreboding? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Like so. Let's analyze them again. Like so. And forewarn. It's by 3, so this should be fine.
Anything else?
And it indeed is.
Out of my way.
He's gonna stab Abelard for a little bit of damage. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. That guy misses. He misses. Alright, X, and then take a swing at this dude. Lovely jubbly. Can we charge? Or maybe not. Okay, he's stuck in place now, eh? Yeah, that was all his stuff. That's a bit unfortunate. He's gonna move into the open and shoot. Let's move over here and perhaps take a single shot at this person. And miss. That's annoying, because now we are kinda screwed. Let's move. You know... Why could you not have killed that person? Damn it. If I move here and shoot, it's a 46. And I'm not in cover, I don't think. But I will try it. And miss. What about a running gun? Oh dear. Then that's a 40%. Okay, we'll take the pot shot behind here. Can I not do that again? Sir? Oh, escape. Right. That's the button. Please hit. No. Yuki, this is getting a little bit dicey for no apparent reason. Can I just kill him like that? Like that? I could.
Be gone.
And he's dead. Good. Let's use the thingy.
Not this
Okay,
relic,
he's too
your
far away. Miss. Great. Can I move here and charge this person? I can. Lovely jubbly. He's kinda in the open, but that's his specialty. Ouch. Okay, move up. Take a shot at him.
Rejoice in
Can you even
battle.
reach? You might hit it.
Eradicated.
Okay, that worked. Lovely jubbly.
We shall reclaim
There's a
what is
door over there
rightfully
that can be
ours.
opened. And I suppose I shall just collect all of this. There might be at some point where I can yoink that.
This ocular implant was a
Let's go and
worthwhile investment.
look at the goods here. There is machine right sets and a multi-key. Lock-picking tool provides an additional opportunity to open a lock. A set of sacred oils and cottograms that can appease the keeper of any technology. Provides an additional opportunity to call out a machine spirit and interact. Okay, so these are like different things that helps in lockpicking maybe. That is all cargo, so we'll yoink that over like so. And our cargo list is slowly getting suited out with different things.
The divine
Oh, there's
watches
goods on here
over
too.
us.
Yoink, yoink, yoink. Let's see, we can open this door with just logic. We should have a 100% guarantee. We gain 24 experience, nice. There's some more goods. We are getting up to 70s and 50s. And this has a operator's gloves, +3 to tech use, and melter charges. These are explosive devices. Suitable for flimsy obstacles. Interesting. Who has the highest tech thingy? Okay. Tech use, tech use, tech use, tech use. 30. 30. 30. And 30. Okay. Great. Let's put that on my main dude then, I suppose. Since there's no reason not to, I don't
We are
think.
bound by the blood of martyrs.
There's a door here as well. Tech use, demolition. Oh, melter charges, right, so there's... Okay, I'll use the tech use since I have...
Accomplished.
What's in here? Restore the power supply. I feel like that's a good idea.
The duty prevails.
We got 24 experience. We are slowly leveling up to level 2. Are they all level 2? They are all level 2. Okay, or level 3 rather. We are leveling up to level 3. We have opened that door, I think.
Let
There's
us walk
some
this
goods
path
over
to the
here.
end.
Electrified shard net. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Like so. Let's pick up that. Whatever he has on him, that's just garbage. There's some goods over here. Yoink, yoink, yoink. At least at the start, when I don't know how much these things are worth, I'm just gonna yoink absolutely everything. But I'm sure
With each step,
that I have to
swore
prioritize at some
destiny
point.
among the stars.
Do I have to blow it up? I think I do, no.
Duty prevails.
Get away! Explosion. Oh, okay, 24 and 30, or 90. Alright, so let's put a pause in here and let's do some level ups. For my main dude, we gain Revel in Slaughter, so we can do what Argenta can. But since we have the agility a bit higher, we should be a bit better than her at it. We'll just complete it since I don't think there's anything else. As for Abelard, Endure. Until the warrior's next turn, they gain +2 deflection and +10 temporary wounds. Ooh! So he can now tank a little bit better. Yep. These are just ability, it seems. Expose weakness. The operative removes all exploits on the target from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor until they start at the operative's next turn. If this ability reduces to yep. Let's get that. And as for Argenta, oh, she's actually better than me at, or she has higher agility, since that is 15 and 5 instead of 13 and 4. Alright, level ups are done. And I think we are ready to move on. Let's go down this corridor here. There's some goods. There's an autosave that feels like there's some tough stuff ahead, maybe? Can I pick it up, please? Thank you. Catechism of Saint Drusus. Yoink. This is a door with 88. Let's throw in a quick save. We might not need it. We nail it. Like so. Can I move the camera a bit? Like so. Good. And here is a helmet with 5 armor. That's probably gonna go on Abelard. Character. Why can I not equip? Oh, right, like that then. So he has 35 armor, and she has 30, and I have 20. Yeah, it's gonna go on him at least. So he can get 40 armor, since he is technically our tank. Let's interact with the Fallen. Stele has blocked the path to left. You'll have to go look for another way to Ethelred, right? I was gonna say, why did that say Ethelred? Right. We're kinda getting funneled into this place. I assume this is gonna be a decision maker. We have a multi-key. Good. We'll give that over to the stock. Let's continue on. Let's throw in a quick save. Oh dear, stuff is going down. What have we here? Fire and some mutant thingy? Or a psyker of some kind? The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctively hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out of the fire toward you. It is Theodora von Valentius. That is not her. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other is raised in an inviting gesture. Yeah, she's been taken over, probably.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Right, she thinks it's a trickery, it might be.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
How did you get here?
I am a rogue trader. I am wherever my will demands me.
Indubitably.
Prefer to be elsewhere at this time.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Yes.
But are you ready?
Maybe.
I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies.
Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity, bloody hell, this bloody thing that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give it her immediate answer. And that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
Alright.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
So Adira wants us to follow Theodora. Argenta wants us to go through the flames.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
And Abelard thinks of the people. That is quite
Then we'll
the...
miss our chance to meet up with Edel.
Uh-oh.
What are we waiting for?
Alrighty. Dogmatic. Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous on the path. Accept the offer of help. Take the pain away. And give me my power, or give me Iconoclast. Get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. I am between this one and this one. If I remember correctly, Iconoclast is somewhat church-related. Dogmatic is like the lawful approach. And Heretical is, of course, the chaos thingy approach. And since I am playing a priest, I think this will be an Iconoclast playthrough. I got 15 Iconoclast. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful. Once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors in your determination, you completely forget about Fedora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the billowing fire. Back, fall back, we will go around. Alrighty, we are heading back.
Where did it go? The
Oh,
thing that was
okay, let's
standing
check out that
in front of
Iconoclast thingy.
could have
That was here. Now, this is what we've gotten from that. The rogue trader and 2 random allies start their combat with temporary wounds equal to their own resolve. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna read the higher... Oh, crash the
To
platform.
the same place all unholy
Well, why
villains
not?
go.
No? Surely we do that. Mega path. Well, that was very convenient. Let's roll down to the bottom again. Okay, we gained 2 experience. And that is still blocked off, so I suppose we have to go this way. But we can now go around. Rightio. Oh.
Too late!
Uh-oh.
Too late! Or perhaps
Oh no.
Ethelthred and his escort never made it here.
Oh no.
Which would be even worse.
You let your people out of the fiery trap on the officer's deck and arrive too late to rendezvous with Ethelred.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak. Without us.
Right. Oh. But the people! What about the
My
people?
lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
Very well.
To the bridge. If Ethelthred is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission,
Alright, so we're
I
heading
suggest
for
that
the
we
elevators
confirm for
down
ourselves
to
that she is
her
right. We
personal
can use the same elevator for Lady
chambers.
Theodora and Mort
But
Hagen.
first I saw some goods, and perhaps this door can be opened. Make it to the meeting with the Heir. Okay, I'm failing quests left and right. Oh no. Okay, I guess it's
Let us walk
interchangeable lock thingies. We get some fire selector mods and a high octane promethium tank. Let's move up. That is... what have we here? Nothing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. There's a door there. And... The generator hums softly. When you draw closer, your skin begins to tingle. Are they a guy? Are they fight? Oh, we can't go down there. Gotcha. So I am forced to go through this door. Let us do that then.
Over there.
Over there. Oh, perception. Sniffles. That's the elevator. So we'll get everything we can from this first. Alright. Before we open that door, there's some goods. Yoink, 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 yoink. Loot manager. Oh, never mind. Let's open this door. There's some more goods. I mean, I'm stacking up on these goods. Grants +3 logic. Who has the highest logic? 30, 30, 30, and 30. Okay, we're kind of all dumb, eh? That's good to know. Machine right set. Put that there, put that there. We'll go into the inventory and put that on here. And some badass goggles.
Know your duty.
And this is nothing. I need to continually scroll down here. Plasma conduits placed with energy capable of powering a vast void ship. Right, so that's the power room. And that right here is the Lord quarters. Let's go down there. Oh, there's a sword apparently as well. Close. And then go to the Lord Captain's quarters. Reach the secret lift, find Theodora. Right, okay. To the right or left side first. Any loots? Any loots? Any loots? No loots? No loot? No loot. That right there is probably the way forwards. So I'm gonna go in here first. Nothing here? No. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll just go here then. Uh-oh, we're kinda late. Oh, Theodora's dead. She's been murdered. I wonder if there was a way to save her.
Let the faith guide my
Oh
path.
dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Unfortunate. Before we deal with any of that though, let's go loot. Helmet of the Devoted Protector, Dogmatic Follower. Requires Dogmatic Follower. This helmet grants its wearer immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. Well, well, well. I think we have a new helmet for you. Though it's not 5 armor, so we're gonna lose that. But we can put that on Argenta, so she has 30 armor now. Although maybe we should put... No, Adira is gonna stay at the back. Never mind that. Items and convictions. You found an item that can only be equipped by characters of a certain conviction rank. You can open the character menu to see which... we already know that Abelard is a dogmatic. We saw that in episode 1. Note that both your characters and their companions have their own convictions. You can check their conviction. Maybe I should have put that on Argenta. Actually, let's go put that on Argenta instead. Because she's also dogmatic, if I remember correctly. Yep, indeed she is. Blammo. That way we can keep the armor, and our soldier can be immune to crits. A rogue trader's cloak grants 5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. What is the fellowship used for in combat? Persuasion, coercion, and commerce. High fellowship will help a character a way to approach unsociable. Is there any point in having this on in combat, since it's only... Well, who am I to question it? I mean, we have terrible fellowship. We might as well put it on Abelard, and he can have a badass cloak. That way his fellowship is gonna be 40 in combat. The murder scene. Theodora von Valesius' body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads. Yeah, that was the guy we looted that helmet from.
Accept thy faithful souls.
The Sister of Battle. The devout warriors who serve as the militant arm of the Adeptus Ministorum. Okay, so they are like this average soldier.
No!
Damn.
Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Good question. Abelard?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Let's not get the emotions better. We know that Conrad has a few Theodora has rivals, and that Conrad is just a puppet of some masters. We'll say this one.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was
A
born
deaf
in a
world.
He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something,
Ooh, she's useful.
that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me.
She's like a
And
little
I want to see what secrets it holds.
detective companion. Let's look on Theodora's body first. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass shattered on the floor. Idira, would you try touching Theodora? Well, that might not be the best. Let's examine the dude's body. An auto pistol shot went through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the arch-militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. Okay, so he saw someone, but he didn't get there in time. Inspect the shards by the desk. Let's walk dramatically back to the desk. It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon close examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Promethium is a broad term for combustible fuel. Oh, so that's like, so maybe an explosion. What do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Interesting.
Witchcraft.
That's one perspective. Inspect the papers. Handwritten letter with a seal. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Rickhead system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Henrix van Calyx, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Foribundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I may stress that the nature of the interrogator Von Calix's activities on Ricard Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, Von Calix himself will disclose details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you. Signed, XC. So, we know of a person called Heinrichs of Calix, and he's an acolyte of this XC person. And whoever this XC person has enough authority to demand a rogue trader who otherwise has a lot of power to just obey his commands. 20 experience from the Law Imperium check. And send test succeeded and sends and still with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you and sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter addressed to Theodora von Valentius signed it with a seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition. The Inquisition is the secret organization tasked with hunting down the myriad threats to the stability of the Imperium and all mankind. Okay, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and the other enemies of humanity. Let's touch her.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects.
Okay, so it's only objects.
Officer's deck? I won't risk searching for it in the warp.
Yeah, fair point.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
I like her character.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Oh?
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
Oh.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you-
Burn.
Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
So there was a lot of loyalty between Idira and Theodora, so I'm looking forward to learning more about that. Let's get these goods in the corner. Theodora's Rosary. The wearer of this amulet gains a +10 bonus to Commerce and Law Imperium. Ooh, Law Imperium, that's basically our stat. Let's go into inventory. Make sure, Imperium, there. And Commerce, there. It represents a character's business sense and their ability to make profitable bargains. May give access to new dialogue options. I think, no, Idira has higher, but okay. See, in theory, it would be smart to put that on her or him, because that'll give me the most stats. That'll boost that up to 50 and that up to 40. But I will be better with the Law Imperium, though I'll be closer with my Commerce. I think I'll put that on my main dude, at least for now. I hope we won't run into a 45 or 40. Okay, a sing-song? Sing-along, sing-song. Nothing here. I assume this is a private quarters, perhaps? Uh-oh. Oh dear. Combat Servitor. Can I shoot that explosion canister? So I'm looking at some cleave opportunities. One here, one here, one there. There's basically cleave opportunities everywhere. With Abelard, we can pretty much put him anywhere, especially since he's going first. With Argenta, we'll put her here. She can stay, my guy can stay there, and Idira can stay here. Abelard, I believe in you. Armor protects the character from incoming damage. Light and medium armor types are both available to you at this moment. The armor stat indicates what percentage. Yep, we already know that. The type of armor also influences the chances of the character wearing it will pass a dodge test. The higher the dodge penalty, the lower the chance to dodge an enemy attack. A character in light armor dodges attacks more often, but takes more damage when hit. Medium armor absorbs more damage if the character is hit, but reduces their mobility and ability to dodge. Makes sense? Some talents allow characters to use different types of armors more effectively. You have obtained heavy armor. Unlike light and medium armor, heavy armor provides the ability to deflect damage. Deflection is a unique heavy armor stat that reduces the damage taken by a specified flat amount. That's nice. So that's like a inlaid damage reduction from Pathfinder maybe. Heavy armor has a higher armor rating than medium armor and light armor, but also usually has a higher dodge rate penalty, making it harder to dodge. Yep, makes sense. Only characters with heavy armor proficiency talent can wear heavy armor. Yep. Okay. This I think we should do. Actually, no, that means I can't cleave and charge. Okay, let's charge this person. Oh, we lost our movement from that. That means I can't cleave. Then I suppose we can swap and shoot, perhaps 16. If I recall correctly, her thingy should do 16, if not more. So let's take a pot shot at this dude here.
I will do my duty.
Good. And let's endure, as he's kinda in the middle of it all. And our wounds are now 37, with some of them being temporary, and let's brace for impact. He's definitely gonna use cleave his next turn. Alright, as for you... right, that's for momentum. And that's the heroic axe, I think, down there. If I shoot like that, there's a pretty damn high chance I'm gonna miss a lot of bullets. If I move up there, okay, I'm gonna take some single shots. Take some single shots at this person and see if I can get the kill. Good. Let's get a run and gun in. Let's have him stand still actually and just take a pot shot here. 7 damage, wonderful. We might as well war him, I suppose. Enemy status. You will encounter enemies with various abilities and features, and icon next to an enemy's portrait indicates that. If you wish to learn more, yep, alright. Right click mouse button on them. So he has heavily damaged. His things are less likely to succeed. He does a shit ton of damage in a vast cone. And he can gain a bunch of deflection and armor, but suffers 20 to dodge. So we really should focus on him, if at all possible. If I shoot like that, 2 or 1 kill and some decent damage. Run and gun, maybe up to here, and then use my burst again on these guys. Get another kill, and the combat servitor is hit a bit. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should work, no?
I'll do it.
Alright, let's... First of all, let's analyze enemies.
On it.
That gives him 3 stacks of exploits. So if we now expose that to remove his dodge or his armor, like so, and now use our lightning arc on him and the rest, we should get a fair chunk of damage and kill the guys in the back.
Anything else?
And unfortunately hit Abelard a bit too. But for the first turn, killing all the minor dudes first. This is gonna hurt though, probably. Ouch. Okay, 0 and dodge, that's nice. You can gain a bit of understanding of what transpired, yep, so we can open that up. Where is it? Let's see this. Can I see the miss? Here's what happened. So total hit chance is 48%, and he had to roll greater than 55 to hit, and greater than... Okay, this is a bit convoluted text, but I'm sure it's not that bad. I can't charge, but I can move up a bit, and then just stab him. What does more damage, cleave or this? Okay, it's the same.
Indeed.
Let's swing.
At your
Endure
call.
for my temporary hit points back. Let's take a pot shot, I think.
And so shall it be done.
2 damage. I need to make sure they aren't in a line of... or in a cone thingy. I think if I do this...
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Good damage. Wonderful. I can't run and gun though. I kind of banked on that. That's unfortunate. Okay, his armor is still 80%, so we need to analyze. We need to expose his weaknesses to reduce his armor,
Or
and then perhaps Psychic Shriek this person. That should do decent damage. 13 damage. How's the veil looking like? I can't see. It's at 3. This is gonna hurt. Oh, he's moving out. He's gonna use his AoE thingy. Oh, dodge. Nice. Yep, great. I think we'll just charge him, no?
Victory is imminent. Grey-haired
Blammo, 7 damage. And then regular attack him. Blammo, 4 damage. He has 1 HP.
will be done.
Let's endure. Let's take a shot, 70%. And lovely jubbly. 180 experience from that fight.
Let us walk
Or from
this
that dude.
path to the end.
That's level 4 then. Let's do that. The soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's fire rate. Rate of fire, minimum 2. Using a ranged weapon if the value of the higher is greater than the weapon can... Right. Using the weapon attack that normally costs at least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. Until the end of the soldier's turn, their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a crit. The soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. Ooh, nice. And then this. Oh, the feats, eh? I'm gonna take a bit of a look through these things, and I'll be right back with you. I am immediately stumbling upon and liking the flame weapon proficiency. Surely because I can use flame weapons, and I think a priest that can use a flamethrower is kind of relevant to the Warhammer universe, maybe? So I think I will go with that. I'm still gonna take a look through and see if there's anything else that will benefit me immediately first, though. Oh, unpredictable is also good. I can get critical hit chance, and it's doubled if I'm in cover. This bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of the attack. That might benefit me more in the short term. I think I am gonna go unpredictable, but I do definitely want to use the flamethrowers at some point with my guy here. Or should I just do it now? Oh, sod it. I'm gonna go with flame weapon proficiency first. Is it stupid? Probably. Do I care? Not really. So that's level 4 with my main dude. Next up is Abelard. He gets Daring Breach. The warrior immediately restores all AP and movement and gains +3 movement until the end of the turn. They do not lose movement after performing attacks. The warrior has no limit on melee weapon attack. Oh, that's important if we're like right there in the center of it. As for feat or talent, I feel like that the parry, what's parry again? A character using melee can deflect when boop. I think parry is just another way to avoid damage of melee weapons. Or a way to avoid damage on melee weapons. And if I can get 25, and right now it's 40, so that's just +10 parry, +1 deflection. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go thick skin with Abelard here. Like so. Next up is Idira. She gets Dismantling Attack, her way of exploiting melee or people in melee. Inflicts exploit on all enemies and makes a free attack against a target. That attack always hits. Until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers a 30% penalty to armor, block, dodge, and parry. Okay. And as for her talent, I feel like this is super powerful, no? Because it can inflict exploits even on people that are out of the operative's line of sight. That means every enemy in range will get an exploit, which also means more damage equals more good. I think I'll go for that. Like so. As for Argenta then, she gets the same firearm mastery. But for her, I think I am gonna go critical, because it's 8 crit, and that is doubled against enemies in cover. So that we're gonna go with that. Alright, here we are then. We are level 4 and close to level 5, maybe. Grace of the Oblivious. The wearer grants 5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. Abelard, are you dumb? Abelard, you are dumb. Great. Lovely. 5 toughness is 5 more health. We could also put that on our main dude though for more health on him. But since Abelard is in combat, I think I'm gonna put that on him. Alright, I have recorded for an hour and 17 minutes, but I think we'll continue pushing onwards until the prologue is completed. Let's go to the Void Ship Bridge. Surely this is the last area. There's a goods here, some goods, yoink yoink, and a low warp, which we are guaranteed to succeed. Nice. Okay, some things there. The horrific version is a product of the warp energies that permeate the bridge. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Conrad, what are you doing? Conrad, what are you doing? This is definitely a boss fight. My boss fight senses are tingling.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
I can just say she's dead. I think will not be joining us.
The rogue trader is dead?
Yes.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end.
Oh, great.
We will perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I feel my body changing with every second. He's the mage person. Ethelred shudders and grabs his shoulder as you watch. The sleeve of his jacket bursts open and 2 bone rows pierce through the fabric. Great.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Let's see. I forbid you.
Words worthy of a righteous soul.
Yeah.
Save the lofty words for later, will you? The Navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
Right.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Stares at you and his eyes harden with cold resolve once more. Then we have no right. Yep. You can see Conrad clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Ethelred bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Ethelred's eyes as they begin to turn a sickly yellow. Yeah, he's turning. Conrad, you duplicious... I have never seen that word once in my life. The rogue trader's death will be avenged to Ethelred. That complicates things. To the party, ready your weapons. If we're to die this day, let us die with honor. I'm going with what I think is the Warhammer... the Warhammer dialogue option here is for honor!
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. No. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Well, he had a character development in his dying hours here. Ethelred lowers his head, then he sighs and locks eyes with you, his gaze cold, haughty, and fanatical.
Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
Yeah. Go get him, Ethelred.
Theodora is dead. No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
So maybe the masters behind his back. That definitely confirms that he wasn't the one personally responsible for his murder, since if the general here is to be trusted, that means he wanted probably to have some revenge in terms of this right here. So Conrad is just a pawn like we thought.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Go Ethelred! Uh-oh. Well, isn't that a face only a mother can love?
I am but a faithful herald.
Okay, this will be our last combat for the thingy. Alright, what do we do here? There's a potential cleave there. Argenta can do some shenanigans over here, or if not, then Idira can do that. Let's have Argenta be... Can she see him from here? That's my question though. Myself, go here. Idira, here. Abelard. We need you kinda in the thick of it here. Oh dear, this is definitely interesting. Enemy status. You will encounter enemies with various abilities. Yeah, we saw that. What does this guy have then? Okay, he has claws and brutal strikes, which is a line thingy. He has toxic spurts, creates a toxic spurt zone which lasts for 2 rounds. Every round within the thingy suffers 6 toxic damage. Creatures within what's toxic damage? Energy damage, eh? Creatures within this zone must pass a toughness resistance. Well, that's good since he has now 45 toughness. Rending Scream. The target makes a toughness test. If failed, the target suffers bleeding. Ew, bleeding. Right. Devourer. The creature devours an ally, restoring 30%. Okay, so we have to focus on the minions first. Passive abilities. Bestial Rage. Deals damage with this creature greater than 15%. This creature gains a +5 weapon. Is that stackable? Natural armor. How much armor does it have again? 75. Fucking hell. If it has more than 70% of its total wound, it has 50. Oh, so it lowers its armor the more. Oh, so we actually have to... So it takes more damage if it has low armor. Becomes staggered and suffering the stunned. We'll give it the old good Rambler try. Okay. We kind of have to deal with these small fry first. And to do that, if we go here and fire like so, it's only 6 to 8 though, damn. But I do have a run and gun chance. I will try it. Okay, I get one of the kills, that's good. I'm gonna go run and gun to say... What's my single shot? 95. Please do not miss this. Lovely. Let's go in with a Warhammer, because this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's this? Fire and Mastery. Momentum. To use the unique abilities called Heroic Acts or Desperate Measures, momentum is required. Depending on the actions of your party in combat, the momentum bar will increase or decrease. A high momentum value allows a character to use a Heroic Act, a low value, blah blah blah, yep. Both abilities can change the course of a battle, but every party member can either use one or the other, and only once in combat. And what does this do again? The soldier grants the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to the weapon's fire rate until the end of the soldier turn. Surely I should wait with this, no? Until next turn? Unless it refreshes my thing. And I don't see it doing that. So we will wait with it. Please have him kill that guy. Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Good, you dodge. And you dodge too. And you miss, or you take a shot and miss. I guess these guys are here because we saved them. Alright, we need the analyze enemies. That should give our exploits on everyone, including the guys we can't see. So let's put that on you, I suppose. Wait, there's no line of sight. What do you mean? That is weird. That is very weird. Why is that not a line of sight? Hello? Is it because we're behind cover? If that's it, that's kind of worrying. We'll analyze enemies from here then. Be a bit in the open, which I really am not a fan of. Let's do a Heretical or lightning damage on those guys so they can't be eaten. Like so. And it even dealt damage to that guy. So there's one here and one there. Argenta, can you take a shot here? You can't. Why is that not line of sight? Hello? Get, okay, you just skip it. That's amazing.
Just a minor setback.
Yeah, that's kinda infuriating that the game just says no and I accidentally click space to skip his turn. Oh, great. Okay, how bibbidi bobbidi boo. Okay, so I have to use all of my AP this turn so I can do this and then go batshit crazy. Actually, should I use this first? No, one. I should endure, brace, attack here. Use. Can I can't charge. Oh wait, oh sorry. Daring breach and attack. Attack. I don't think the cleave will do more damage now. It just costs more for no reason. Attack. Attack. So now it's 120. What does that do? Did that fix that? If it has more than 70%, I'm sure that one. Yeah, no, it's. I need to reduce it more than that. Okay, as long as this cultist doesn't get eaten, I think we're still in decent shape to not have him regen. Can I? No, I can't aim. Well, can I move over here and hit? I can do that. Please kill. Good. Lovely. Until it removes the winded effect until the end of the combat. I mean, that just gives me another shot, no? Or the ability to... Did I just get winded again? Yep, that was kind of dumb. Whipsidoodles. Let's take a pot shot at this guy. And miss. I wonder if there was a chance to hit Abelard there. Oh, good shots. Oh shit, I forgot about this dude. Oh shit. Alrighty, analyze here. Blammo. And you should have 3 of them, so let's expose weakness on you. Use Psychic Shriek on you as well. That did nothing. And Void, it's already at 14, so we need to be more relaxed with that. And we are bleeding with Argenta. And you can't shoot. Can you shoot from here? No. Can you shoot from Heir? No. Can I... I mean, I hope this crew officer is gonna kill him if nothing else. Why is that not line of sight? That makes no sense. That is... that doesn't make sense in my brain. That's not line of sight. Just because it's cover? Okay, I do 4 damage. Let's give some momentum. Run and gun, please. And get to this side of the cover, I suppose. And let's hit them with a burst. Actually, no, let's just hit them with a normal attack. And miss. Ow. Yeah, the crew dudes are dead. And Abelard is gonna get chomped. And chomped. Please kill him. Good. Okay, he can't heal now. That's wonderful. Let's endure. I need those temporary hit points. Let's take a swing. Like so. Can I charge? No, I can't. Okay, you're just gonna be in there. Let's see. I mean, let's move you over here and have the burst be like so.
I will not be deterred. You have been judged.
That does a decent chunk of damage, and he now has... he now should have that be worse, right? His armor has dropped from 75 to 18 or 42 because of that. Go on, Dark Enforcer! Pew 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 pew! Okay, as for you, you know the drill. The veil is quite high, so we can't use too much juice.
On it.
Is this melee? Can I do this from here? Yeah, no, I have to be in melee, that's not happening. Let's... Okay, that'll not give me enough veil. And neither will that. I think I will expose his weaknesses. That should have him drop to even more terrible stats. And if I then use Veil or this thingy here, this shouldn't increase my Veil enough. Okay, 14 damage, good.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
As for you, Argenta, if we move you, say, over here as well, and then burst. It's not gonna hit Abelard, so
Guided by
burst.
faith.
Go get him. 8, 7, 6, 6. That's a lot of damage. He's now at 27 armor, so he's gonna take more and more damage. He should be next turn. 7. Ooh, he's prone too. Ew. Abelard! Go get him, crew officers. Abelard! Let's go here. And then burst, like so. Get him! Yeah. He is dying. Go get him, Dark Enforcer. One more.
My prescience has failed me.
Let's... Blammo! Healing in combat, that's fine. I don't think he... Does he have an injury? He doesn't have an injury, so he should be fine. Okay, let's blammo. Easy, don't touch this. Playing on daring difficulty or above, you did not let the chaos thingy eat any cultists. Okay, lovely jubbly. And we hit level 5, and we have some looting. I will just loot up. Ooh, gloves of endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an enemy or injury and falls unconscious in combat, the allies gain a +1 bonus to cut damage until the end of combat. That sounds like an Abelard item. Mantle of Heroism. That should be put on me. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by 20%. Yep, that's definitely going on me. Blade Shard. So since we just reached level 5, I'm just gonna equip some of my guys with the things that I got from the fight just now with that big old chaos thing. And since I just had the Iconoclast, I think I'll put this on my main dude, so I can get some nice dodge. I only have 20 armor, so having potential dodge on him is what I think is a good idea. Let's just swipe the decks before we continue on. Oh, it seems like Idira had a little injury, so let's fix that. Who has the highest medic skill? Somehow it seems like it's gonna be Argenta. So Argenta, if I use this on... Where is she? Idira here. The injury is healed. And we can now move on again. Just to make sure that we don't miss anything. I don't... Oh, this guy is... he also has an injury. Yes, we won indeed. Yep, alright, let's go up here and do our level ups. First of all is our main guy here. I think I will pick Ballistics so I am more accurate. Ballistics is based on that 30 plus ballistic skill, so having 45 will have me a base chance to hit of 75%. Agility is another option to get more crit, but I think I'll focus on ballistics. Oh, I get another talent. Wow, this talent seems quite good. I can use Revel in Slaughter, which is the thing that removes my Winded from run and gun after 2 kills instead of 3. So I think that's quite straightforward. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. As for Appellard, give me a moment and I'll read through some of these things. I think this is a pretty good option. 5 damage deflection, which is your damage reduction, basically, in Pathfinder terms, for every on the first attack made by every enemy. So it's just a flat 5 on the first hit. I think that's pretty good. I think if I hit toughness, I will also get some more HP, and indeed I do. Do I get anything from weapon skill? No, I don't. Yeah, so I'm gonna go clenched teeth and then toughness plus 5. So I can get a plus 6 to my HP. That should also, yes, it indeed boosted my HP from 28, I think it was, up to 32. Then Idira, yep, Idira. I think Perception will stack nicely with the Exploit for damage. Another alternative could be Willpower to make sure that's gonna hit 70. But no, I think I'm gonna go Perception up to 50 here. And there's Common Talents, whatever this means. This must be her deals mental damage other than Aftershock. Oh my god, that's gonna be so much reading. That's pretty good, being able to hit people from up to 5 further things away. I don't remember the range of the lightning, but that's what, 4 or 5 cells? Meaning I can hit from basically double its range. That seems like a good thing to have. Let's go with Argenta now. Do I go with... No, I'm gonna even out the ballistics up to 50, so she has 80%. And give me a moment and I'll read through it. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards putting this on her as well. That way we have 2 of them that can just run and gun. Yeah, I don't think I need to think that much. Let's complete that. Alright, what is our objective? Find the Master Helmsman. And where would he be? He is... Oh, can we talk to these guys? No. Can't go that way.
A noble deed.
Oh.
Master Helmsman, system status report.
System status report.
Boy, the Emperor. It's the Seneschal. Living and breathing.
The white-haired man with sickly pale skin salutes you.
The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
His portrait seems rather awesome. We need to re-establish contact. Yes, I think we need to do that. There's no point for questions, at least not in this situation. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the few survivors, buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
Alright, I guess we can ask a few questions.
Must have been Providence.
Things seem to have calmed down slightly.
Not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then I prayed for our rescue.
The man glances around the bridge. What must I do?
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report and... blast it all to the void. Translation is a crime.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll just go to the throne then. Take a seat. Okay, this is kind of badass. This is very badass. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It is taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveals the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without even ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. So another illusion?
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
So, because we chose to lead our people out of the fire trap at the officer's deck, we get this dialogue, I assume. It's very common for Owlcat to have different options depending on your choices, especially the more important ones. It resonates and merges with the voices that you have already dug. You are wounded, which led to a warp into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all of these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. Are you to blame for Theodora's death?
I am the beginning and the end, and
Is this a final boss moment, like the
I am the voice
entity that's taking control of this?
destined to triumph. For this triumph is the terminal point of every twisted maze of fate.
Let's click continue.
Byron found
Oh, Conrad's back.
with the trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps
Did he die? I don't think he did.
And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that
Iron World, eh?
the day of my resurrection.
Your image is woven into the tapestry
Our
of
Adira's up there.
I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
Interesting.
The path is set.
Now Abelard is just gonna run through every single companion we have.
Follow it, servant of mine.
A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope, without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. What an intro to a game.
The Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
We won. Maybe.
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship.
Yeah, quite a lot of dudes died for this.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
She's dead, and I'm the... Yeah, what is my relationship? Other
As
than
first officer,
being really,
it is my
slightly
pleasure
related to
to
her,
inform you
I
with the greatest
suppose.
regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
Rip in pieces.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin,
We can just refuse? Curious what happens if you refuse, if it just forces you to do it anyway. I'm gonna experiment for science.
it is hereby declared
He doesn't
that
care.
the successor
Cool.
to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
Right?
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Seneschal turns to you. He looks at least a half a decade older. I mean, understandable. We lost Theodora and a lot of good men.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members.
Thousands?
Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
Alrighty. Prologue complete. There's the conspiracy achievement. Oh, it doesn't pop up on screen. Alright. That's awkward. Cargo management. Open the cargo management screen to learn more about your cargo. On your flagship, the amount, types, and percentage of cargo being filled up. On the cargo tab, you can see details about the items packed. If you need to use an item that is already packed, move that item back to your inventory. Cargo is needed when trading with merchants. You will meet them soon. Got it. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from the head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. You cannot help but notice that the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How do we come to lose so many officers? It appears the new heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. Yeah, never trust your spy master. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and the crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Conrad? Abelard grits his teeth. No, Lord Captain, in all the commotion his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I am afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. Wait, Abelard, there's an altogether more pressing problem. I do not wish to be the rogue trader. The old officer gasps and looks at you oddly. I do agree that your elevation to your new status was rather precipitous. I assure you there are many good reasons for it, not least the fact that without a Lord Captain the ship would be destined for naught but disaster. But I digress. Abelard's voice softens slightly. You do not have a choice, Falcon. You are the named heir of the rogue trader, and your fate is predetermined. Besides, the seneschal lowers his voice, if Conrad is intent on eliminating all the candidates, then his assassins must still be out there, waiting. I doubt they are reckless enough to attack you if you are draped in the mantle of the rogue trader. But if you were to disembark the ship bearing only the status of an ordinary servant of the Emperor... let's go with I understand. A wise decision. I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the orders to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. And here we are then, a lot of dudes, including some familiar faces. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, their expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Van Velasians will personally conduct it. I laugh because I saw this. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear reports. I haven't the time to be listening to it. Okay. Sure. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Victus Surrey Otter of the Ptolemon line, our new Vox Master. There's a lot of these Vox, and then it doesn't explain the titles afterwards. Vox Master Victus, it is an honor to serve your lordship. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers at section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravor, the master helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. Hey, Lord Captain, this here's ship's as good as home as to me. So rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum Janris Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. And here we have him. He seems very corrupt, because he seems like a noble who's not really that impressive looking, as we can see here. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to your highest standard. He's dressed in an embroidered jacket. The heavy-set man with oiled hair offers us an obsequious smile and bows. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. Master of Ordnance, Infernus Master, and lastly the Darius Master, servant of the Omniscia. And the Omniscia is the machine god, and they are a supernatural entity, god of all knowledge, worshipped by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Must be that guy right there, I think. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does with confidence, while the Ordnance dude betrays nervousness. The Darius Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicating manipulation of all the Tech Priest's mechadendrites. A mechadendrite is a tentacle-like robotic limb. Yeah, so it is this dude back here. And Tech Priests are rulers of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They revere technology as an object of devotion, which we'll learn a bit more about in this episode, or last episode, episode 1. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachariah Weiss, head of the Astral Path. An Astral Path is a sanctioned psyker who can send and receive messages through space using their telepathic abilities. He is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications. Master Weiss has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valentius' protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad's treachery. I'll deliver a report to your lordship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it's possible to do so. So this is where, unfortunately, a lot of Owlcat suffers a bit. There is only set in stone amounts of dialogue that is voiced. About 90% is unvoiced, and therefore I have to read a fair bit. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing. The Master-at-Arms and Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral, of whom there are too many for him to take leave for the chapel. And Mrs. Sauerbach, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master-in-Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Conrad. All other present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make a record of proceedings. Let's hear from the Infernus' Master's report first. Yes, Lord Captain, I can report that all fires across all decks have been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I'll personally ensure that all the damaged components are given to the tech priest's hands for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one source that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks. Scum? Excuse me? Which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up losses in the nearest planet, regard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Of course. New blood. The crew losses suffered. Blah, blah. Okay, so we have to recruit a fair bunch of dudes, probably. Especially true given Caligus's Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Up next is the Triumph Master. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. Oh, rip. The great warp engine? That's unfortunate. Entrusted into my charge is unharmed thanks to the Omnitia, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow I must also report that the Engineer, a tech priest whose specialization is the maintenance, Prime Overseer, or Engineer Prime, Overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. Of course. The Magus was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There's no one among my comrades about whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magus. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. Will someone care? I think we get the gist. The tech priest bows her head. Machine Spirit Keeper, so we need a new Machine Spirit Keeper. Up next is the Master Helmsman. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engineer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set as much of a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn in pieces, or all of us melting into bulkheads. That's nice. Your Lordship, if you allow me to interject, when we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was Navis Nobility Station. The station maintains complex vox silence, but even in its presence, Heian buyers hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. And we need a new navigator. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull, and in response to what you just heard, you understand that it's not the God Emperor you used to thank for such good fortune. The words of a demon, decision consequences. A promise of help was extended to you by the nightmarish demonic entity that spoke to you on the bridge during the ship's translation from the warp. That appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the weaver and destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irascibility, the thread that will help you find the keys of salvation. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go around this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-as grok shit lowlives come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't worry about on that score. And lastly, the Master of Ordnance. No, my job's simple, maintain the arsenal on fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone, we've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. This ship is in ruins, every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken hold of me. There's no portrait of him, so that's a bit suspicious. But I've heard of you. Oh yes, your fame. Oh great. Your illustrious glory made your famous far beyond the bounds of your home system. Oh, this is the triumph we picked in character creation. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person such as yourself. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight if that is the Lord Captain's will. To summarize, we have sustained losses in crew members and we require a new Engineer Prime and Navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end to our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage. Phew! A lot of reading, which can only be carried out on Footfall Station. The massive void port on the edge of the Corona's expanse, and a notorious hotbed of vice trade and rogue trader intrigue. Home to the only dockyard in the sector, but we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system about which we currently find ourselves? I see to the Vox Master on this point, Mistress Tolliman. We are in the Ricard's star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 uninhabited bodies in this system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobility station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the present planetoid in the system, and Ricard Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our augurs, which are sensor technology that allows void ships to scan planets, spot enemies, so it's like recon beams, whatever you want to call it, have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Nobility Station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for the reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. And then continue. Your lordship, there is one more thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, he hesitates. Your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything? I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor. The hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Corona's expanse. So whoever this Lord Inquisitor is, We can. I think it's because we read this. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You are referring to the contents of that note, I presume. Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Calcazar. Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. Yep. Okay. Looking for trouble as well. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich Swan Calyx, an interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in this system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to the footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilitae or the governor of Ricab Minoris, may know something. That is all to it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but this is a mere taste of your daily burden as a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valentius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will last or hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain your souls. The Sister of Battle grimly nods toward Idira. The Psyche is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request. Oh, this is a companion quest, I assume. But I can wait. Speak with me when you have the time. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Daybreak. Great. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word burst from my lips. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future and it hit me so hard my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information or of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Okay. Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me in the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers of many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It is time to get to work. They bow and they booger off. This entire segment might be a split episode I'll throw into a separate playlist, or I'll just keep it in as episode 3 here. Depends, I guess. I retrieved a blade fragment from one of the bodies on the bridge, a curious article. I saw the need to keep it safe in case I should be of interest to you. As he says this, the Factorum's gaze slides away from yours and he looks to somewhere else over your shoulder. We can give an iconoclast response. You should keep it for now. As soon as we locate this acolyte of the Inquisition, you will hand the blade over to him. I guess we'll do that. Plus 3 iconoclasts. Of course, your lordship. And end dialogue. Alrighty, here we are then. And we have now concluded episode 2. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.